What kind of business do you think will thrive in the upcoming 10 years? All right, great question. I love that. Love that. Listen, there's a lot of different businesses. So actually, you know what? I'll share with you. So I just last week, again, talking about the mindset, the training. So last week I went to the cruise. I'm part of the Grant Cardone. So he was doing this, the Cardone Foundations. He has a foundation and he was doing this as a charity event, raising money for his foundation. And then those that participated, we got to go on a cruise. So it comes, again, the benefit from that comes in a lot of different ways. First, it's giving back to the community, to the kids, supporting his foundation. And then at the same time, you see, like, as the donors give it to the foundation, he in returns gives us to have fun at the cruise, to spend these 5 days in this luxury, and then at the same time to be around him, his team, and sharing all the knowledge that he has. So besides just having the fun, dancing, eating, and going offshore, they were also doing lectures. So every day there would be 2-3 different lectures where they would share what's happening, where the business is going, economy going, the money, real estate, all of that. So, and I'll just share then probably think that would relate to this question. So they were actually talking about like all the things that they're doing. And that's another thing, it's great to be around this kind of people because like this is what I learned. Like you don't need to innovate and come up with something new. You can just follow this already proven steps, someone who already achieved, and then just follow their footsteps. And this is how you can become successful. Obviously, yeah, you can put your own interpretation into all of that. And this is what I'm doing. Like I'm surrounding myself with these people, learning from what they're doing, and then at the same time, okay, I see where they taking their businesses, where they going, where they leading. So then I just pivot that way. Anyway, so they were talking about real estate. If we're talking about the businesses, so here's the thing. Real estate is never going to go anywhere. And then especially here in US, I think this is like the greatest opportunity for us is here because look at it this way. Everyone wants to come to US. Everyone wants to live here. And there's, even though like with all the things that happening right now with the immigration, there's still every year, there's certain amount. I don't remember the statistics for that. I would invite you to look it up into this. So every year, there's certain amount of immigrants come into the US. So it's always been there and it always will be. It's just there's also illegal immigrants that come into the States. And this is what's happening right now, like with all this immigration stuff. But anyway, now if you take the legal immigrants plus the illegal plus like all this people that come for work and you combine it together and look up into the statistics. So we still need real estate. So the population grows. That's another thing why we need the real estate. If you look at the statistics, so we would like at 8 billion people 10 years ago, I think even less than 10 years ago, there was only 7 billion people. So in US right now, we would like 330 million people. I think like 5-10 years ago, it was less than 300 million. So you see like the population grows. So that's why the real estate, it's always was there, it's always will be. And in fact, we are still short on the real estate. So that would be one of the great ways to invest, obviously, to have your business in the real estate. Obviously, there is different types of the real estates, but that would be great, one of the great ways. Also, again, in terms of the businesses, the healthcare. So right now there is, like healthcare, it's always been, right? So like, listen, one thing is this, yes, there's a certain things, yes, there's certain things that we're talking about the AI that can take over. But as far as the healthcare, I mean, it's still there and it's still going to be there. People get sick, but now it's not even about people getting sick. It's about this nutrition, the functional medicine. So this is the highest growing, one of the highest growing industry. Again, if you look into the statistics, I'll tell you because like this is just a passion of mine. So beside all the things that I do, healthcare, I'm also a health coach, nutritionist, but that's just something for myself I did. So I'll tell you like 10 years ago when I went to the school to get my certificate, and I remember like the statistics, I think there's only like 10,000 providers. So now we're talking about 10 years later, there's like more and more providers in this health the coaches, the nutritionists, the functional. And then with that comes obviously the supplements. So people are taking better care of themselves. So, and the industry, and this is like a $1 trillion industry. So look up into that as well if you like to.